Iran's economy is devastated. They're running inflation at almost 44% annually. The price of a lot of food has doubled and tripled. Everybody's broke and the country is starving. And yet the power is still in the hands of the mullahs. So the Iranian economy, meanwhile, is in plummeting decline. Spiraling inflation within the country is estimated at 43.5%. The currency has almost entirely collapsed due to tough Western sanctions. But as you pointed out, they're being loosened, especially by the United States, for some unbelievable reason. Food prices have gone crazy, 125% increase in meat, 250% up in onions, 82% in eggs, 78% in rice. Of the Iranian workforce of 26 million, it's estimated that 10 million were out of work, and that was before COVID. Youth unemployment's at a staggering 40%, and they think, economists, that 60% of the population is below the poverty line, in spite of the fact they're sitting on some of the world's largest crude oil and natural gas assets that literally are being sent around the world to fuel its crackdown. Here's my question. The economy's a mess. Inflation's going crazy. The currency is collapsing. They're making money by smuggling out oil and sometimes through intermediaries to create cash for their various armies that are proxy armies that are fighting battles for them around the world. Inas, how do the mullahs remain in power? And do you project that the regime will fall?
That is a great question. Yes, the currency right now for 1 rial, which is the currency of Iran, I'm sorry, for $1, you will receive 52,000 rials. That's where the currencies are standing, just so you know. Like, if you want to make a trip over there, I mean, you can buy a house with $500 right now, but don't do it because they will arrest you. Okay, joke aside, here's how the mullahs are staying in power. Number one, they have Biden. I kid you not. Since October of 2021 until today, Biden regime has lifted sanctions for more than $81 billion on frozen assets across the world for the regime. The latest one was $8 billion of South Korean frozen assets of oil that was released to the regime. So that's number one. Number two, they just signed an agreement with Saudi Arabia to start cooperating and collaborating on import and export of oil. And, you know, Saudi Arabia would love to have a hold of Iran, so they signed the agreement. Number three, they are literally starving the people of Iran, but importing a lot of food that is, exporting a lot of food that is making them money. Remember, for example, the pistachio of Iran, which is #1 quality in the world, is owned by Rafsanjani's family. They're not giving it to people of Iran. They're exporting it out to countries like America. Guess what? We have the sanctions, but you can find their pistachios at Walmart here in America. I mean, I don't know what kind of sanction that is, but that's how they're staying in power. Will they fall? Yes. Will they fall because Western countries are putting tough sanctions on them? No. They will fall because people of Iran are done with them. This time, it's no matter what, they're going to fight back. But financially, they're in good shape.
That's amazing. And you know, I remember sitting in Israel a few years ago interviewing one of their leading intelligence experts on Iran, who appears on television and speaks in Arabic and in Farsi. And he said a little push from the United States is all it would take when the people are in the streets. And he talked about the Green Revolution when Obama did nothing and people were slaughtered in the streets. And now it's happening again. And instead of Biden, it was Obama. Now it's Biden, and he's doing the same thing. He's watching the people be slaughtered, imprisoned, tortured, abused, and just a little push, as Moti Kadar said in Israel, would have brought the regime down. I hope you're right. I'm rooting for Iran for freedom.